Hola, boa tarde mundo. It's a nice warm afternoon and we're about to head out for a little picnic again. Picnic is the theme of the week, I think. We've got a lot of food left over from yesterday, so we're going to go and eat it. Sori's got her little backpack on and her Monet suit, and she's wearing those shoes that we bought for her that were meant to be when she's much bigger, so you can see they don't fit.
Wow, bigger mud.
And you got some mud, have you? You put that back in there, please. Good girl. Ready for an afternoon adventure? Yeah? You don't look it. Be careful you don't bite all of his face details off. And then there will look like a horror movie.
So we are heading out for a picnic. We don't actually really know where we are going. This is somewhere that Jay and I found on our very first day when we arrived in Portugal. We went out and we drove around the area just to do a bit of exploring and to see where we were and stuff like that. And we found this place, had a look at it and everything. I was very pregnant, so we didn't stay for long. So we're gonna go and see if we remember it correctly and see what it actually is. We've got food with us and we've got a towel, so if Story wants to paddle she can do that as well. It is a lovely blue sky day, lots of lovely fluffy clouds, and we've got 27 degrees on the car thermometer. So I'm actually wearing Jay's sunglasses now. I'm on my 4th pair of sunglasses from this summer. I've gone through them very quickly. Story helped disposing of a couple of them, but the last pair actually just snapped when I picked them up this morning. Alright, we've arrived. It was a little bit further away than we remembered it to be, but we're here. We're just going to scout out the area before we get all our stuff out. What's it looking like, guys?
Nice.
Yeah?
The watermill's running.
Okay, this is where we are.
Where are we going, Story?
Little scissors.
Going your shoes?
Banana.
Yeah?
Banana.
You want to walk?
Look.
Okay, be careful, it's a hill, right? Yeah, take Daddy's hand. Let's go check out this river beach. We're just having a mad 5 minutes here, trying to find a place to sit down, and Story is going wild because all she wants to do is go in the water, and we're not prepared for that. Yeah, she's screaming still. There are places that you can get into the water here, but we just haven't scoped it out yet. Oh, this is cool, isn't it? Wow. Look at that. I didn't expect this.
Sunglasses are stuck in my hair.
Uh-oh. Sounds like a cow, doesn't it, Story? Moo! This has managed to keep her quiet for a bit. Whee! Is that a cool, Story? What do you think? You like it? All I can see is your curls. She looks a bit confused. I bet you, Sash, is feeling a bit uneasy right now. You hate wooden bridges, don't you? Yeah. Alright, you're holding our child, so just go, go, go. This is the view from the bridge. And the other way. This is really beautiful. Really unique as well. We haven't seen this anywhere in Portugal before. And it's not too busy either, is it?
It's not, no.
Only a couple of families here. Okay, she's happy now. Managed to find a nice shallow point for Story to dip her little legs in. And I found some shade underneath this tree, so I think we're going to set up a little picnic here. Now we've upgraded to buckets, haven't we? She's going to get wet. Well, it's a 30-degree day, so I don't think she'll mind. This is pretty clever. They've set up like a rock pool here, which kind of acts as the children's shallow end. And then obviously if you jump into the proper river, you can swim. This long, beautiful waterfall here, leading all the way across. All Story wants to do is pick up stones. And then put them straight back in the water. I don't think Story's going to want to eat now, is she? She's too busy here. What a beautiful area though. I can't believe we haven't been back here since the first day we got here. Have you found a slippery fish? Nah, they're too smart. Got some of the local kids up here. I haven't seen anybody doing any diving yet though. I wonder if this is where all the boys and girls meet up to find their girlfriends and boyfriends. What do you reckon?
Only in the summer though.
Yeah, make out point. It's a tiny little fish. You can barely see it. We've managed to convince Story to come and get some foodies. Walking barefoot. She's getting better at that. I was just saying to Sacha, it's such a shame. When I first got here, Story was going and playing with the little ducks. And a really friendly Portuguese lady came over and picked up one of the baby ducks and allowed Story to stroke its head. I tried to film it and the battery died on the camera. So I didn't catch it, did I, Story? That was really cute. It's just going to have to be a memory for my mind. You weren't even there. You were still at the car. Oh, never mind. Chip! Oh, that looks like fun. These two lads have just gone off canoeing. Or was that kayaking? That's kayaking, isn't it? Some more guys making their way down the river. Nice little social place, this. Story's watching the boys. How are the boys, Story? Nice smile. Story's picnic time was short-lived. She went running off to the water and now she's wading butt deep. And she doesn't have a swim nappy on or everything, just a regular nappy. But at least we've got a towel and some warm weather. Oh, looks like she just slipped. Oh. She's going to want to come out now, isn't she? A few more families have arrived now. Sitting in the kiddie pool. And Story, after her traumatic dunking experience, is now more than happy to sit here and eat some food. One thing that we've been saying is that when we get down to the Algarve this time, we're definitely going to get Story in the pool and get her some experience with swimming. Because I'm starting to get a bit concerned that she hasn't fully been submerged underwater yet. I don't want her to develop any kind of phobia of it. I'm sure she won't. She loves water, doesn't she? But she has fallen in a few times and has got back in again afterwards.
When we were in the Algarve the first time round, Story was too little to go into the water because it was quite cold, the water, and I felt like she was too small to be put in that cold water. So, but now she's much older, yeah, and she's been in the rivers and all this wild swimming that she's been doing. She'll be fine.
Who is that cool baby? Wow, look at you. Very trendy. She knows how to tip them down and everything. They suit you, Story. Look at this sweet doggy. Just go and sit by the water. Story likes him.
Right, we've packed up, we've crossed the bridge, and the watermill has stopped spinning.
We've come back over to this side now to see if Story can have some more interaction with the duckies.
Oh, look.
Hello, duckies. Where are you off to? Oh, you want to feed them?
To get them something to eat.
Okay, what can you give them? One of your cracker sticks? Story hasn't quite worked out that you've got to approach animals slowly and carefully. She wants to run over there and jam it in their mouths like she does with Eden. You have to teach her. Be gentle and slow. Oh, there's the beautiful baby ducks. Is this one keen? This one's a bit more confident, isn't it? It's gently, Story. This one's got a big duck face, hasn't he? Big red one. She's looking a bit cautious now.
He's a big one, that's why.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this one's sweet. I don't think he's hungry anymore. He's had all that he wants. Oh, and there's a boat coming.
Is it funny? They're not.
Hello.
Hey, hello, duck. Baby. Yeah. They seem friendly enough, don't they? Go on.
Ready, ducky? Does he want it? Ready?
Yeah.
He said, oh.
They're making you laugh.
Hello.
Hello, ducky.
Come.
Here they come.
Here's another one. He's eating all the crackers.
Oh, she's so sweet. I think that's the last of the crackers now, Story, I think. Yeah, one more piece.
And we are back home. I'm in the kitchen cooking dinner. Jay's putting Story to bed, and this is happening outside. Looks rather dramatic. Luckily the wind's blowing in the other direction, so it's not coming into our kitchen. There's always something going on outside this kitchen window. This is what it's looking like out here at 7:30 in the evening. So I'm just making Jay and I a spinach and potato lentil dal for dinner, which is one of our favourites, and I'm writing it all up to go in the cookbook as well. I've just put together this mix as well for some freshly made chapatis as well. It's a great accompaniment to the lentil dal. It's been a really nice day today, just a nice local day, and finding that watermill, that was really, really lovely. And to think that Jay and I haven't actually been back there for 2 years almost. It was much better than I remembered, and we will go back there again, I'm sure. It's a nice place to have a little picnic, or even just go to the cafe and get a coffee and look at the ducks. So we really enjoyed that. And the lovely day turned into a lovely evening.
Story, do you want to see something really cool? You really can't get the scale of it. When you see these things from far away, you don't really realise how huge they are. Oil is heavy! Well done! Have you seen it? Look at the speed! That's where Story's running towards. The ultimate swing in the mountains.